All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a channel update. Today is the first, January 20th, 2025. So, what's going on? What's going on? I haven't done a channel update in a while, but there hasn't been really a need for it. You've seen a lot of the stuff already. Um, so, to get this out of the way, I'm doing Farming Simulator 25 on Riverbend Springs. Thank you for watching. Y'all seem to have liked the video. I've gotten a lot of views and a lot of view time on those videos. I've seen people watching the whole videos, which usually doesn't happen for me. People usually watch like 5 minutes of video length and then just click off. But it looks like people are liking them and are watching them, so that's great. I'm also doing streaming Project Zomboid Unstable Build 42. Y'all seem to like that as well. Y'all come and watch that every now and then, so thank y'all for watching that. But another thing happened is it's my 11th anniversary apparently this month of my channel. I didn't even think about it until I saw it pop up on YouTube, but apparently it's been 11 years. First video I think I uploaded was for Minecraft back in the day, 1.6.4 Direwolf 20 pack. If I remember correctly, that was my first main series and video recordings I mainly did on here. It wasn't the first time I recorded. I was doing Twitch for a while before I started concentrating on YouTube. And I switched to YouTube because Twitch started being uppity about who connects to their service, and they kept on like dropping my connection and stuff, and I couldn't get like full connection to their servers and stuff like that. So I just said screw it, went to YouTube, haven't looked back since. I tried to go back to Twitch a couple of times, that it kept on acting like that, so I just said screw it, I'll just stay on YouTube. But y'all seem to like me. I have 373 subscribers now. 11 years. That's a little bit low for 11 years, but thank you very much anyway. Thank y'all very much. It's really picked up in the last year, so thank y'all all for subscribing. If you wish to subscribe, push the button, like videos as well. I don't usually say anything like that, so thank you if you do. But yeah, it's 373 subscribers. I was really surprised how much. I was really surprised we got 300 this year, and then we hit 350 last year. Sorry, it's already 2025, not 2024 anymore. Um, so there's been 2.2K views over the last 28 days. Apparently, people have watched 204.5 hours over the last 28 days, and I've had 14 extra subscribers over the last 28 days. So, like, again, thank y'all so much for all of that. I got a big spike, apparently, like right here uh, on subscribers. Um, oh, it only goes back so far, huh? Okay, well, I thought I got on apparently on January 1st, I got 4 subscribers that day, so that's nice. Then I got a couple, and then 2 on the 12th, 1 on the 14th, and 1 on the 18th. So, yeah. Apparently, in the last 48 hours, I've had 112 views of my videos. And that the most top one watched in 48 hours is part 21 of Farming Simulator 25, which is the barley flour selling one. That's not the highest viewed one, but that is one of the highest. That's the highest in the last 48 hours. And then 14 people have watched my Pepe limited banner pulls, so thank you very much for watching those. I just do those for fun. I know a lot of people don't care for gacha games, so Arknights is my one and only gacha game. I do have Fate Grand Order, but I don't really pull on that anymore. I'm just waiting for Tiamat to come out, and then I don't even know if I'll continue playing that game or not anymore. And then also people have watched part 31 of my Project Zomboid Build 42 Unstable stream. So thank you very much, everybody. my highest viewed video in the last 28 days is my part 2 harvesting canola. 145 people have watched that. Not watched it for long, only about 2 minutes and 3 seconds is the longest view, but still, thank you all for at least checking it out a little bit. The next highest with the highest the highest view time actually is the Project Zomboid Sophie Collection 1.13 Part 1. Y'all really seem to like the Sophie Collection. I'm hoping it gets updated eventually, but we don't have it. Nobody's updated any maps. There's been a couple, but none of the big maps have updated for Build 42 yet, so that's not going to happen for a long time, most likely. So yeah, thank y'all. I just want to say thank y'all very much for all of that. It really means a lot to me. I just do this for fun. If you see an ad on my channel, no, it's not me putting ads on the channel, it's YouTube. I don't put ads on my deal at all. I just do this for fun and because I enjoy sharing what I'm playing and I hope y'all enjoy watching. So there is all of that. Now, on the 23rd of January is going to be an experimental video. It's going to be coming out at 9 a.m., about 2 hours after the regular episode for Farming Simulator. This is an experimental for Farming Simulator. I doubt I ever do this for any other game. It just depends on the game, really. But what I've done, I went looking and found out how to, on the software I use, which is Vegas Pro, which I use to render my videos, to cut them, render them, and put that stuff, to check audio levels and stuff like that, and put them up on YouTube. I use Vegas Pro, and I went looking and found out how to easily, and it needed to be easily to upload, to make a time lapse. So in episode 25 and 25 and 26, we do the oat harvest. We do an oat harvest. Now this video is going to be after that time lapse, but so you're not going to see, I'm giving y'all this afterwards so y'all can know what's happening with the time lapses. This is only going to be when I harvest a new crop. If we've already harvested the crop before, I'm most likely not going to do a time lapse for it. I'm still thinking about doing it for wheat, canola, barley, which we've already harvested, but most likely not because it takes so much extra time. Since that time lapse is the first one, it did take a lot longer, but I have since done another time lapse for further harvest that we did later on after the oat harvest. And it took me an extra 2 hours to cut, render, recut, and render it again. And the third render, well, the second render is when I speed it up, and then I have to render it from there. Then if I have another harvest that I got to put in together with that, I have to go and cut another video, render it, render it, then then render it again. And remember, it takes 2 renders each time. And then I speed that up on that second render, and then I do another render where I put the 2 parts together. So let me give you an example. This is spoilers for the future. If you don't want to know, just go, just click off and everything like that. So we have, after the oat harvest, I've got another time lapse. It'll be after part 28. It is a time lapse for soybeans and corn, harvesting soybeans and corn. Okay, so this is my process. I had to load the video into Vegas Pro. That takes like a couple of minutes because it has to build the peaks for the audio, and then I can do what I need from there. After that, I have to cut out the section for the harvest, from starting the harvest to the end of the harvest, which with soybeans is swathing and then using the harvester after it to pick up the stuff. I'm not including the straw picking up, just the crop itself and unloading it into a trailer for us. Now, the soybeans was actually pretty easy. The soybean didn't turn out to be a big harvest. It's a small field. It only gave us like I think 19,000 liters of soybeans at a time, and that took maybe 10-15 minutes. Now, I had to cut that 10 to 15 minutes out of that video, delete the audio off of it. I had to delete the audio track off of it because you don't want to hear me going high pitched. Yeah, I don't want you to listen to that. So, had to delete the audio off of it, render it. And then after that's rendered, because I have to render it with deleting the audio, you have to do that. Otherwise, this technique I use doesn't work to speed it up. So I delete the audio, I render it. Then I have to load it back into Vegas Pro and then render it again, but this time I speed it up. I think I've been speeding it up 10 times. So it goes 10 times faster. So the soybean part, let me see. I still have the videos. I can look on my drive here real quick. Let me see. It's not going to be in here. It's going to be in here. And this one. The soybeans is in total 2 minutes and 28 seconds. And that's sped up times 10. It takes me to render that 2 minutes and 28 seconds. It takes me about 15 minutes for my computer to render it. Because even though I'm speeding it up, it still has to go through the whole process of each frame to speed it up. It can't just, it doesn't just skip. It goes through the whole thing, rendering it. And then it applies the speed up process to it. And it took that. Let me go and find this one. This is the one that I took the music off of. That's not sped up at all. It's a 24-minute and 42-second video. Down to 2 minutes and 20-something seconds, I think I said. Let me go back here. 2 minutes and 28 seconds. So it has to go through that whole 28 minutes to get it down to that 2 minutes and 28 seconds. So it does take it a while. I have to do that. And then we had the corn harvest as well. So I had to do the exact same thing. The corn harvest took longer, actually. If I go back and look at the full video of the corn harvest took 35 minutes and 33 minutes and 7 seconds. That times lapse times 10 down into 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Yes. So 10 times faster, 3 minutes and 18 seconds. And so that's me rendering 4 videos because I have to cut the audio, cut it down, cut the audio out, render it, put it back in, speed it up, render it. And render it speeded up. So that's 2 renders, and that corn and that soybeans is each different video. So that's 4 renders. And it takes a while. It takes 15 minutes. It took 15 minutes for the soybeans, and it took like 25 to 30 minutes for the corn. So that's why. And then that's not the last thing. Then I don't want y'all to just listen to nothing as this is going on. So what I did is I recorded 5 minutes of music of the main music of Farming Simulator 25, the main screen where you load up the game and it's on the screen where you can choose career, download content for mods and stuff like that. I listened to 5 minutes of that so I could have some music for y'all to have while the deal goes on, the time lapse goes on. I don't want y'all to just sit there in silence the whole time. So I have to load the two parts, so the soybean part and the corn part, into Vegas Pro. Then I have to load in the music that I got, and that was another render deal, but that was back in the oat harvest, so I no longer have to do that part. So I just have to load that in underneath. Also, I have to